Hi guys, welcome back to Simply Created. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. Today we'll be making one of my favorites, quick and simple steak sandwiches. Alright, so let's get right into it. This recipe is super simple, super easy. The longest time is the actual cooking time for the steak, which takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours depending on how tender you want your steak to be. We're using sandwich steak and we're going to start off with our base. So I'm going to go ahead and chop up 2 large white onions and slice those bad boys up. We're also going to use 1 bunch of cilantro and a few cloves of garlic. So I'm using white onions as opposed to the purple ones because the purple ones are a little bit sweeter, and I'm using 2 large onions just because it acts as a great tenderizer for your steak, but it's totally your choice. And I also slice them instead of dice them because I love to add some of the onions into my steak sandwich as well. And the garlic, come on guys, you know I love my garlic. What's life without garlic? And to add some freshness, we're going to add the herbs of the cilantro. I love the smell of cilantro, especially after it's been cooking for quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and continue chopping here, and then we'll go on to the next step. Alright, now let's get down to the seasoning. I am using 3 packets of sazon. I'm also going to go ahead and add adobo, onion powder, garlic powder, and black pepper. Now I love to put all of my seasoning into a bowl and mix them up very well and sprinkle my seasoning over top any of the meats that I make. It just makes it so much quicker as opposed to using each bottle at a time and seasoning your meat. I will go ahead and leave the description below of the ingredients that I used. If you'd like to see how I clean my steak sandwiches, you can definitely check out my video when I made it with white rice and beans. I prefer to take out the fat in the steak, but you very well can go ahead and leave it. It does make the steak more tender. I just don't like eating into any gamey fatness of the meat. So what I'm doing here is filling up my pot. I'm going to fill the butt with oil and take 2 cans of tomato sauce and dump them in the pot, as well as filling those 2 cans with water and adding that to my pot. I'm going to go ahead and season my sauce as well with sazon and adobo, and I'm going to start throwing in my ingredients. After you've added all of your ingredients, you want to make sure that your steak is covered with water. You don't want any of that steak poking out so that it cooks evenly. So that's what I was doing there. Now I'm going to go ahead and get started with the condiments for my steak sandwiches. We're going to be using mayonnaise, some tomato, some romaines, and some cheese. Danny's going to be using the white Land O'Lakes cheese, and I'm going to be using Munster cheese. At this point, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 so that you can warm up your bread. You can use any type of bread you want. I'm using French rolls. I'm going to go ahead and slice those in half. We're going to add our cheese and we're going to pop them into the oven so that they can get nice and melty and the bread can get nice and crunchy. Once that is done, then we are ready to assemble. The house smells so good. You can smell the garlic and the cilantro and the onions, and the steak literally with a fork is falling apart. So I'm going to set up my steak sandwich, and then that's about it, guys. We are ready to sit down and eat. I'm pairing mine with some Takis, some hot chips. You can definitely do a side of white rice and beans, or you can do yellow rice and beans with this. Anything will pair great with the steak sandwich. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. Take care, my lovelies.